name is Carmen. I'm a senior advisor at Clifford Chance, and I am also the co-chair of the LPEA Promotion Sounding Board together with
Pierre, partner at Adam Medanak.
Pierre, can you explain to us maybe at the beginning to set the scene, what is private equity?
Well, private equity is an industry which aims at gathering funds to invest them into non-listed companies. So those companies may be of various sizes. There are big ones, there are smaller ones. The smaller ones are very often identified as venture capital. Private equity has as a goal to develop those companies. How does it do that? It provides financing to those companies, so giving them additional means to develop their activities. It provides financial expertise, management expertise, sector expertise to those companies. And once it has developed those companies, the idea is to sell them to an investor, an industrial company, or potentially another private equity fund, developing those companies on another aspect. Normally, the selling process takes maximum 10 years, but more frequently, the company is sold within 5 to 6 years.
Thank you, Pierre. And is there any link between what you described now, what is private equity, and all of us? How do people relate with private equity?
Well, private equity is not an isolated industry that nobody has ever heard of. It's an industry which is present in our daily lives. So private equity or the companies owned by private equity employ people. You may be one of those. They provide services, products that you may use on a day-to-day basis. So for example, names of companies which are or have been owned by private equity can be Basic Fit, or a Jack Wolfskin, for example. So Carmen, back to you. So what does the LPEA and the sounding board actually do?
Yeah, that's a fair question. So the LPEA is the Luxembourg Private Equity and Venture Capital Association. And as such, it stands and represents the private equity industry in Luxembourg, but also, I mean, as you nicely described, the private equity industry is a global industry. So also like the activities of LPEA to a certain extent have an impact onto the private equity industry worldwide. The LPEA is composed of different technical committees that focus, for example, on tax or regulatory topics. And we in the Promotion Sounding Board, we focus mainly on marketing activities, with the objective clearly to speak about what is private equity and what does it mean to our communities.
What are the means that are available to the sounding board to do all this?
Yes, there are different means available, and we use different means. And one very important pillar that we have used since ever is to organize international seminars. So that means we go and visit the countries where many of our clients come from, or where they are originally based. So that means we meet the private equity houses in Germany or in the US, and we provide them with an update on Luxembourg developments, what is happening with Luxembourg regulations or tax developments. And we exchange really on the private equity industry. So that is one important means to discuss and communicate about private equity. Another means is our magazine that we publish regularly. That's the Inside Out magazine, where we can very nicely share stories of private equity. And then, of course, furthermore, we use social media to reach out to everyone and to speak about what is happening in private equity.
Well, we hope that this has triggered your interest, that you are motivated to join the LPEA now or in the future.
Yes, indeed. So please reach out to Pierre, myself, and to the LPEA team, and we will be happy to hear from you.